Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories within company filings. And today we've got quite a tale of fresh funding for Mineralys Therapeutics, a company that's clearly not waiting around to get its innovations to market. So Mineralys Therapeutics, a company you might recognize from its ticker Mineralys on the Nasdaq, is here to tell us they've just pulled off a pretty sweet deal. On September 2, 2025, Mineralys announced a major move, a big stock offering. Think of it as selling a piece of the company to the public to raise a whole lot of cash. They're selling over 9.8 million shares of their common stock. Now, why would they do this? Well, for growth. Companies like this, especially in the biotech space, need serious funding for research development and getting their products out there. The price for each share is set at $25.50. This means investors are betting that Mineralys' future is bright enough to justify that price tag. And the really big news here is the money they expect to bring in. We're talking about roughly $2034.7 million. That's a substantial amount, and it signals a major step forward for their projects. They even have an option to sell more shares if things go exceptionally well, which could push that number up even higher to nearly $270 million. This whole deal is expected to wrap up very soon, by September 4th, assuming all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, which is pretty standard procedure for these types of events. They even put out 2 press releases on the same day, one to announce they were starting this offering, and another right after to let everyone know the price. Now, like any company, Mineralys is giving us a heads up. They're saying that any statements about the future, like completing this offering or the money they'll get, are just that, future predictions. They remind us that actual results could be different due to market conditions or other business risks. It's standard legal language to protect themselves, but it's always good to remember that stock market success is never guaranteed. Looking at the basic company info, we see Mineralys is incorporated in Delaware. Their ticker symbol MOIs is well known on the Nasdaq. What's interesting is the IRS employer identification number here. It's a unique tax ID for businesses. This number 84,119,66887 isn't just a random string of digits. It's a key identifier for the IRS, helping to track the company's tax obligations. The stock itself is common stock with a very tiny par value of $0.0000A11 per share. That par value is mostly a legal formality. It doesn't reflect the actual market value or what investors are paying. What's listed here is the title of each class of stock they have, which is just their common stock. And the trading symbol NLOIs tells you how you'd find them on the stock market. It's registered on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC, which is a major exchange. Mineralys is also flagging itself as an emerging growth company. This means they get to follow some slightly different, more flexible accounting and reporting rules compared to older, larger companies. It's a status provided by law to help newer companies get off the ground without being burdened by the same heavy regulations as seasoned giants. This filing is essentially an update to let everyone know about this big stock offering that happened. It's not a regular quarterly report, but rather a special announcement because a significant event occurred. You also see here that a law firm, Latham & Watkins LLP, has provided their legal opinion on the issuance of these shares. This is standard practice to ensure everything is legally sound for the investors. And of course, they've attached the press releases as exhibits. Exhibit 99.1 is one of those releases from September 2nd. Think of exhibits as the official attached documents that support the main filing. And exhibit 99.2 is the second press release, also dated September 2nd, likely detailing the pricing of the offering. Finally, we have for signatures. This is where someone from the company officially signs off on the report, confirming it's accurate and according to their knowledge. Here, Adam Levy, who holds the important titles of Chief Financial Officer and Secretary, has signed this report. His signature means he's given the go-ahead on behalf of Mineralys Therapeutics, Inc. So what's the big picture here? Mineralys Therapeutics is clearly in a growth phase, aggressively seeking capital to fuel its mission. Raising over $200 million is a massive vote of confidence from the market and suggests investors believe in their potential. This influx of cash will be critical for their research and development pipeline, potentially speeding up the delivery of new therapies. The company isn't shy about its ambitions, and this funding move underscores that. The fact that they are an emerging growth company means they have a bit more flexibility in how they operate and report, which can be both a good and bad thing depending on how it's managed. On the whole, Mineralys is making a bold play for expansion. The market seems to be responding positively, but as the company itself points out, the real test will be how effectively they deploy this capital to achieve their scientific and commercial goals. Keep an eye on them as they move these funds from the bank into their labs and operations. Alright, that's our quick dive into Mineralys Therapeutics' latest filing. What do you think of this massive funding round and what it means for the company's future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community in the description for even more insights and discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decoder.